Mochizuki Toy here, bringing you my DC manga haul for the month of April to June. This is everything I've got in the last 3 months. As you can see, quite a bit. You probably knows this Nintendo Switch, so definitely Switch games. Something digital. So yeah, let's start with the DC stuff. All-Star Batman. My Own Worst Enemy, issue 60, but it's actually 65. Issue 59, Birds of Prey. On Wings, 74. That I got those 2 in June. The next 2 will be from May, and the last 2 from April. And at the moment, I already got July and August. So, yeah, I got them like 2 months ahead. When I first started, I used to get it late the next month, then on each month. Then it was a month in advance, and now I'm like 2 months ahead. So, I'm getting them quite quickly. 58, Birds of Prey. Or Of Like Minds, 75. Since the last one was 64, give you a quick peek of the spinal artwork. You shall save this for the end of the year, showing what I got throughout the year, and then the collection overall. If you follow the last 2 years for this series. Yep, moving on. As I said, this was May. Underworld, issue 57, Unleashed, 29. Ooh, quite thick one. I like it how some of them are like really thick, then some really thin. There's also like these, volume 1s, Justice Society of America, Thy Kingdom Come, volume 1, 56. There's 91, and this was April. 55, Super Sons, When I Grow Up. 50. They just released, a few months ago, they released an anime movie for this. Of the Super Sons, but I'm not sure if it's that adaptation of this. Moving on, let's jump in with some DVDs. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. This is the latest installment of the MCU to come out on DVD. And I'm not a really big fan of the series that release on Disney Plus. So when I'm talking about the MCU, I'm just mainly focused on the movies. Don't get me wrong, I do find them some of them quite enjoyable, but I always stop and never go back to them. I did that with WandaVision, Loki, trying to think, She-Hulk and Moon Knight. Did it with all of them, but no stick with it. Don't know why. So yep, I have seen the latest Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 3. So I am caught up with their movies. Next up is Cocaine Bear. For the people who have seen it or want to see it, buy the DVD, because not only it comes with Maximum Rampage Edition, but for the people who have already seen it and for the people who hasn't, you get 2 lots, including an alternate ending, which I am planning to watch this very soon. Next up we have Shazam! Fury of the Gods. It's funny, great. It's funny, like the cameos that it did. And he finally lands what his hero name is. Moving on, we jumping into the only light novel I got, which is In Another World with My Smartphone, volume 27. Don't know if you can. Don't know if that was focused. There we go. Yep. As you can see, I'm 73% through it. And season 2 just finished. But read the novel. So yeah, moving on to the manga now. I'll save the Switch games for in a little bit. Get through some manga. First up we have Eden Zero, volume 21. This came all the way back out in February. And it took so blooming long to come. That's why I got this in April, but I did pre-order it. So I waited nearly 2 months for it. But, yep. Volume 22. So, caught up. Volume 23 is released in July. So I'm going to keep up to date with it. Also by Hiro Mashima. Fairy Tail. Eden Zero is by Hiro Mashima. 100 Years Quest, volume 12. The art ain't done by Hiro Mashima, but the story and layout is, so I count it as his work. But with the art, it's really hard to tell. And we have more in Off With My Smartphone volume 8, the manga edition. This is within season 2, but the anime just finished airing last week. But I recommend check out the novel, then the manga, then the anime. The anime is for just a quick understanding. This has got extra stuff, but the novel's so much more better, more detailed, even though it's longer to read. But I still enjoy the manga as well. Next we have Kaiju number 6. Not much to say about it. I just haven't started this series yet, but I'm keeping it. It's one of those that draw me and I want to keep up to date. Next up we have volume 12 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Volume 13. 14. And 15. So I'm now completely all caught up with it. Took me a while to find these and wait for them to come. If I had to say out of these 4 covers alone, my favourite one would have to be Sakuma. I think I pronounced his name properly. Can't wait to delve in this. Probably start this month or something. Next up we have Mao volume 10 and 11. Just like with Eden 021, number 10 took a while to come. And in that process, volume 11 came out. My Hero Academia 34. I believe this is the ending of season 6. And at the moment I am kind of reading the series, but season by season. So, yep. Can't wait to get up to there. And I still gotta watch season 6. Gotta read it and watch it. Next up we have My Hero Academia volume 3. It's kind of like a prequel, I guess, to the main series, but I'm in no rush to pick this up. I'm just slowly getting it when I feel like it. But I think it's completed at 16. So, yep, I'll read it once I get it all. We are One Piece 122 now. Yep, this should be ending in the next few years, and I'll probably start planning reread it. So I think I'll stop at Whole Cake Island, just before the Whole Cake Island arc. So I've read up to Dressrosa, but I might reread it all arc by arc and do like a series, what I'm kind of doing with My Hero at the moment. 3, 2, 1, let's go. One Punch Man 25. I'm also currently reading this, and I wish the anime will hurry up and come back, especially how they left off season 2. I think that was cool, starting with one major arc and then like just stop it. And lately they've been doing like spinal artwork covers for the series, which I find really good. So yep, now on to some bigger volumes. And the first up we have is Record of Ragnarok, Volume 6, with Jack the Ripper on the cover. And I believe this is round 4 this covers, which is Jack the Ripper versus the god Hercules. And so far I am reading it physically this is probably one of my favourite fights. And I like how the creators took inspiration from all countries for like the humans and the gods, the designs, their outtake on each other characters from other versions. So yeah, like how 4 is different. Yep. And season 2, the last 5 episodes, should be coming out within the next few weeks, which I cannot wait, because I want to see Buddha's fight. I think that would probably be my favourite ones. Next up we have Urusei Yatsura, Volume 13, right in that corner there. I'm sorry, collecting this Rumiko Takahashi's other series. Yep, I'm trying to get all of her works. So yeah, there goes my Switch. Hopefully you didn't see anything spoiling, yeah. The next one is, as you can see, Inuyasha Volume 14, which is a free one, the Viz Big edition. Took me a while to find this, and I'm glad that they restock it, because all the ones I found were on eBay, either library or reading back edition. There was like one of them with a massive crease right down the center through Inuyasha's hair, and I think they were asking for like it. All of them was coming from America, and they were like £50 to £100, and they weren't all nice. Like the ones that were in really good conditions were, I thought, £100. Now wait. So yeah, now I need one more, which is 30, and then I can start reading this. Hopefully I can complete this Urusei Yatsura, and I believe the other one that I'm missing is Mason and Kaku's volumes. If I can get them all, then I'll have everything apart from £1 Gapple. I think that's how you pronounce it, which I'm hoping they do like the Mermaid Saga editions, which I'll quickly grab and show you. Like these, hopefully, like a perfect addition to in one, because it's only a 4 volumes. So was Mermaid Saga. Oops, spoiler alert, you saw what the next thing going to be, which is Full Metal Alchemist, and a Full Metal edition, volume 50, with Helheim on it, or Highheim, or I don't know, the father of the Edward, Alphonse and Edward. Then we have volume 17, which is far in the dark, in the bowl or whatever. A god. Volume 17. I'm also trying to get this. I do the only other volume I have is volume 1. And I was debating whether to get them in hardcover editions or the box set in there. I went with the hardcover editions because they're the, as I said, they're hardcover. The covers a lot. They're all 1.5. They're like 1.5 volumes. They look neater. The covers and the spine look really nice. And the pages are a lot bigger. So that means writing. So next, moving on. As you can see, there was a small break. It's because I took the time to move it all to make it easier to get to this lot. And starting out with the Switch games. Before I show you it, the next lot all has to do with the same thing. So, yep. And first up we have Sword Art Online Acceleration Let's. There is a bundle for this game and the DLC for £8. The DLC by itself is like £40, and the game was like £45 by itself. But at the time, the game by itself was on offer, so I bought that. So I just need to get the DLC. Persona 3 and 4 and the Arena Ultimax. I'm not sure I can't remember if I showed you it in last month's haul, but Persona 5 Strikers. And the last game I got was JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I also got the DLC for that. So, yeah. Here's the case for it. And time for the reoccurring theme, like I said there would be. But first, let's jump in with the Spook Rohan Kishibe Volume 1 and Volume 2. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 3 Stardust Crusader Volume 3. And as you probably can guess by now, all the other volumes is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Everything. Apart from Rohan at the roof, I think I might have butchered that. But yeah, if you watched last month, you know that I got all of that was part 5, apart from I was missing volume 2 at the time, the first volume of part 4, but it's all here, and all of part 3 basically now. So yep. Four. 5. 6. This came all sealed. I don't know why. It's the only one that did. And I kind of read part 2. I'll probably read part 3 this month. If you saw my May reading log, it was on part 2 of JoJo's, those 4 volumes. And there was none read of JoJo's in June because I didn't have part 3. But now I've got it, I read it this month, and then I can read it all. And in September, when the last volume of part 5 comes out, I'll be able to read it in September. Volume 7. Volume 8. Nine. Make sure it doesn't fall. And 10. I like it how near each of the last volumes are like thick to read. Quickly put all of these that way. Yeah. So that when I yeah. Volume 2 of part 4, Diamond is Unbreakable, as you saw in last month's. I've got volume 1. Two. I like it how they change the spinal artwork for part 4 onwards. And if they've done this type of spinal artwork, what would you think the designs would be for parts 1, 2 and 3? For part 1 I think of like green blood. For part 2 I guess like fists clashing against each other. And part 3 I guess like star shapes. But I'm not sure about the colour, because blue star does. Nah. Part 4, and also how they like come out of the box for the cover. Oh yeah, the back covers look really cool as well. Don't think I show off the other ones. Most people say you can read Dust by Rohan Kishibe regardless, but in my honest opinion, he mentioned at the beginning getting injured, which it happens in part 4, so kind of makes sense to read part 4 then read that, so you understand who Rohan Kishibe is, his powers and whatnot. 5. Four. Ooh. Reaching out to grab you. Which I think is pretty cool. 7. Getting all together. 8. Yeah, did show you that. 8. Here's volume 8. Volume 9, probably the best cover, considering it's the final, I guess it has to be. Quite a thick volume as well. Part 5, Golden Wind, volume 6. This was the only volume that was missing of part 5 at the time of last month recording, but I got it, managed to find it in April. And volume 8, which just came out a few weeks, last week or week before. So yep, with only one more left, being the 9th volume, which comes out in September. And then just have to wait until June, beginning of January next year for part 6, volume 1 to come out. Yep, close up of everything. So yep, all this is what I got, but look forward to the next one because it is my birthday very soon. So hopefully I get quite a few things, and then yep, so make sure you click the like and the subscribe button down below, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.